Well, new project. Picked this up last weekend, and Maximum Motorsports cage. It's with the swing out bars, and I still got to paint those. But the paint finish on the Maximum Motorsports roll bar was horrible. It was runs everywhere, different levels. So I spent 2 hours just sanding it. But anyway, it ought to look good inside the 88 here, especially with, I was thinking what kind of color to put on it, but if you know, with the tan interior, I think the red will pop out pretty good. So anyway, that's my current project right now. So, all right, it's in. All right, so you pretty much, if the whole thing is welded, you pretty much got to take everything out of the interior. Take steering wheel off.
Get the mirror.
Yeah, the mirror. Forgot about that. But it finally fit. What you have to do, and we went ahead and put it in through the passenger side this time. Last time we went through the driver's, and that was with the full interior, just thinking, it would fit, but of course not. So we went in, pushed it in, and of course they say you got to lean it forward to put it in. Well, of course, both bars is going to hit right across here. What you have to do is really get it forward. The whole thing kind of tilt it over as much as possible. Then it'll slide, because the bars, as you could see right here, the door leans in. And if you try it from right here, it'll hit up here. You move it forward and slide it, it'll come down here and it'll eventually come in. So, isn't that right, Robert?
That's exactly what we did.
Yep. I've been dicking with this all day, so I'm about ready for a beer. So, it's in. Just needs to be bolted in and everything put back together. Everything looks good. Yeah, I had to deal with this. And there was a subfloor in here also that I deal with. So I'm going to leave everything out and eventually put the battery in the back and feed the wires all the way through while everything is out. So anyway, that's that. It's officially in and finished bolting down. So it was interesting. I really don't remember doing the other car. It's been so long ago, but it kind of came back a little bit as to all. I guess on this one, I painted this roll bar. I didn't the other one in the car over there with all the panels on. But I wasn't as careful on my first one than this one. So anyway, I'm about ready to button up this side. On this side, kind of turned out okay. You just got to cut a little bit of carpet. As you can see, I think this is going to go below the speaker cutout, so I'm probably going to be able to keep the speaker. But, and in the photos that I saw with Maximum Motorsports, it's a little bit below, so I almost got to guess. Of course, I'm going to have to cut the panels. I tried to put them in with this thing kind of concocted, but since that feet right there was so big and sharp, it was just cutting the heck out of the panels. So I decided just to put this in and then worry about the panels later. So I'm gonna have to cut the panels, but hopefully it'll be on the side of it where the seats go back. So yeah, the seat's always going to be up. I don't think you're ever going to be able to put the seat down, much like the auto power roll bar in the other car. But of course I took the back seats out on the other car. So anyway, this side turned out pretty well. I just got to finish up this, and then next is going to be running the battery cable all the way back to the front while I'm doing all this. So anyway, that's where I'm at now. Okay, trying to put the battery in the back. Got the the front fender cover off. It's always a struggle to get that thing off. But I went ahead and took the washer reservoir out. It was sitting right there, of course. I don't need that. I never really drive where I need that. But here is the hole that I'm going to put the battery cable through. And it just had that grommet on there, and it'll put you right in the footwell there, to where then I can go all the way inside, all the way to the back. So anyway, here's those brakes. I had a guy look at the picture of one of these, and he said, "Wow, that's some old shit." Then he looked at me and said, "Well, that's really period correct." So, so I guess these are real old Bayer brakes, you know, 2-piece rotors and Alcon calipers. So I don't know, but got a lot of room in here. I think I'm gonna do some wire tucking in underneath here, at least for a little bit, because I got so much spaghetti going on back here. I think a lot of it could probably get tucked in. I'd be able to look a little bit better. So anyway, hopefully everything will work. Real quick, before I put the seat back, I just wanted to show you how I got the panel in with the whole thing. The panel, it actually bends. If you were to break it right there, I think I saw someone else break or at least cut your line in the front. I decided to put it back there because the seats will hide it pretty good. And I used, I think it was like a 2.5-inch hole. I should have just used a 2, but it came in, and the speaker is actually holding it all together, you know, the 4 points. That's pretty good. But I just wanted to show, it was a bear getting that whole panel in with the bar in. What happens is that panel right there at the brake, as it breaks in, it bends all the way back as you try and get it on the other side of that bar, and it flips over. I didn't think it would work, you know, and there was a lot of push and pull and stuff, but it actually it came through. So just wanted to show it to you real quick before I put the seats in. And the seats are probably going to be up for good now. I don't think they'll be able to come down like the other roll bars. So anyway,